welcome to today's reading. We're going to be looking at what your life is going to look like in 3 months. So it could either be what your energy is or what your life is looking like in 3 months, but we will see what's going down for you basically. And we do have a big reading. We have 4 piles, so it should be quite specific. So yeah, we have pile 1 with the Ace of Wands, and we have pile 2 with the Ace of Pentacles, pile 3 with the Ace of Swords, and pile 4 with the Ace of Cups. So the timestamps will be below as usual. And yeah, remember to subscribe if you enjoy my readings. I will try to do every 2 days, and I'll try to do these bigger readings, but yeah, I would really appreciate it, or like and comment. So yeah, let's just get into it, starting with pile 1 with the Ace of Wands. Okay, hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Ace of Wands. Let's get into these archetype cards. Now these are new, I literally got them today, so should be fun. You got Eros, I don't know how to say that, and the Prayer. Okay, I'm hearing for some of you like the saying like your prayers are going to be answered, or your prayers are answered in the future, especially if you're manifesting something. I feel like your literal prayers will be answered. I feel a lot of potent, like, oh my gosh, a lot of potent creative energy coming from this pile, and I believe that like whatever it is that you are hoping for or desiring is going to like come to you. Okay, so the Arrows card means passion, playfulness, and sexual health. I didn't even notice there's like lips there. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, definitely that your prayers have been answered. Definitely like whatever you desire, because this is very much like desire energy. This I didn't realize this card is all about like passion, even obsession, and like everything about that energy. But I feel like a lot of creative potential like emerging. So it goes very well with the Ace of Wands, like how corresponds so well. For some of you, you may be like if you have a partner, like the passion between the two of you could be like sparking, like sparks flying everywhere in the future or in 3 months. Or if you don't have a partner, then maybe you'll get one and sparks will be flying. So yeah, a lot of light, a lot of passion and depth. And also I feel like whatever it is that is going to manifest in your life in 3 months time is going to 100% deepen your faith in the universe and in God, or whatever it is that you believe in. But yeah, I feel like for a lot of you in 3 months time, you're going to be like really in sync with the rhythm of the universe, and you're going to be like unintentionally manifesting so many coincidences, like serendipitous moments here, there, and everywhere. Like yeah, it's gonna be like fireworks in 3 months energetically, like a lot of creative potential, and almost like also at your fingertips as well. Yeah, so before we get into the cards, I want to roll your astrology dice. So we have Aries 100%. We have Jupiter. Yeah, a lot of expansion. It's gonna be very deep. expansion, transformation, and yeah, I get this like manifesting, like I feel like a lot of you are manifesting and you're gonna be like on such a good roll, like you're going to be like on a roll with it, that you're just gonna keep going, and it's gonna be like really transformative for you and like change your, not only your outlook, but the way that you even go about life completely. Like it's gonna be something really, really powerful and deep for you. And that being said, I'm getting a lot of passion igniting, like between partnerships. So if you have a partner, yeah, as I said before, that could be definitely a huge part of your life 3 months from now. Yeah, magnetism, I guess you could say. But you're definitely moving forward, but in a very mystical way. Energetically, you're moving forward, which is honestly the most potent way and authentic way to move forward, in my opinion. So we have a few cards. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Aries. And the Two of Swords. I think with the prayer card in relation to these, you're almost like between now and 3 months time, you're developing your trust in the process. You're like not fully there where you're not fully there yet where you're totally like, oh, you don't like fully trust the universe yet, like and that's not a bad thing. It's more of like self-doubt and like not accepting great things to happen or crazy things to happen, not accepting the magic, but like you'll get to the point where you're like, you'll have a breakthrough moment where you're able to just completely surrender and completely embrace this new life. You might be too focused on like the decisions you are to make right now. You're too focused and less in tune with the energy behind it. You want to drop your guard a bit and open up energetically. And I think you'll like have these downloads of wisdom of what it is you're supposed to do. But you're just a bit on guard right now, so that will take time over the next like 3 months to build up to this, where you're gonna have a breakthrough moment and start creating again. You're like gonna write your own story and live the life of your dreams. I really see that for you. Oh, and a lot to come in financially. Hostilities. Yeah, I feel like you're a bit closed off to it now, but it's definitely coming in. Just keep trusting. And yeah, it's gonna be an amazing time for you in 3 months time. So keep going with that, and I hope you took something from this reading, and I hope you all have a great day. So thank you, my pile ones, and yeah, see you. Alright, hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. So let's look at what your life is gonna look like in 3 months time. So you chose the Ace of Pentacles, and I have these new oracle cards, and they're like archetype cards. So let's see what you got. You got the Kiss. That's really beautiful. And the Hunter. Okay. So with the Kiss card, these are two very different energies, but with the Kiss card, I definitely see romantic potential for you. So if you are already in a relationship, you're going to have a very beautiful, blessed period in 3 months time. Look forward to that, even possibly deepening whatever is already there. Who knows? A time for good connection and sensuality. Yeah, very good connection, especially the physical connection between you and a romantic partner, Or if you are single, then definitely in 3 months time you could definitely have a new romantic partner or meet somebody very significant. So yeah, that's really, really cool. With the Hunter card, I see you like stepping in to some sort of power you have, like some sort of energy where you are like really, okay, this is so cringe, but like, you know, like, okay, I don't even want to say that. I was gonna say like, oh, alpha energy, but that's a joke. I just see you stepping into your power and like going forward towards something. This reminds me of like Ashwini, like Ashwini Nakshatra. Let's roll these dice. I might get a better grasp on the energies here. How to 3 months from now. Pluto. Some sort of like transformation. Yeah, with Scorpio as well. Okay. Some of you could be, if some of you like, okay, this is so random, but if some of you are like eating a new diet or eating cleaner, better, then that's gonna be really good for you. And you're gonna see a lot of like, you know, like when people lose a bunch of weight or gain a bunch of weight and they look like so much better, like I feel like that's something. Or you could be moving homes is another thing. But I see a huge transformation for you. There is something that's calling you right now, and if you go towards it, you're gonna change. Like, you're going to become, I'm also getting seen, and your energy is going to like elevate so much, and it's definitely like a positive inclination. Like, you're definitely stepping up, leveling up, and it's like really, really like something quite foundational to who you are. But some of you could be literally moving or just moving in a really good direction. But I definitely see a lot of something here coming towards you. Potential. There's just gonna be a lot of connection, love in the air in 3 months time. We have the sun. Yes, yes, yes. Strength. Wow. Yeah, you're definitely stepping in your power, like literally in your power. I swear I get so much Mars energy from these readings because I don't even know why, but this reminds me of like, yeah, a lot of fire and Scorpio, of course, but you're definitely stepping in your power, and I feel like in 3 months time you're gonna be like much more established in that energy. There's gonna be like growth from that, and for a lot of you, you may look completely unrecognizable by the end of this, in 3 months time, sorry. We also have the 5 of Wands. Okay, I see you standing your ground, definitely, but I feel like you're gonna have a bit of tension with the people around you. I don't want to say there's drama because I feel as though it's not like a huge thing in your life. 3 months from now, I feel like it might be in the background, but I do see that there may be like a few toxic people around you that like aren't really rooting for your success, but I think you are kind of above that energy anyways. Broken heart. Okay, this is sad now because now I'm like, could it be that things are transforming in your romantic relationship? I'm gonna get a clarification for this card. Pile 2, 3 months from now. Okay, I can see you might be still thinking about anything related to your love life, people specifically. Okay, for some of you, you may possibly be stepping away from a situation with a romantic interest or partner. But I do feel for others, that there's just gonna be like a transformation happening. Like there's gonna be a change in your relationship that's quite significant. I believe that most of you will be quite strong in this transition and stand your ground. And ultimately, I do think, okay, trust me, I don't think that this is the end of anybody's relationship. Do not worry. I think the energy is saying that there will be a bit of like trying or testing for the relationship if you're in one. If you're not, this will be a different scenario, but if you're in a relationship, I believe that in 3 months' time, there'll be some testing from the universe, but I don't think you have to worry because I think it will like the relationship will stand the test of time. I believe that the connection will still be there and you'll still have a wonderful time where you can bond with this person even deeper than ever before, but there will be difficulty and change. But I do believe that overall it's just like something's changing in your environment or with you that changes the dynamic of the relationship, if that makes sense. Let's get to our last oracle. Okay, and I see for this situation, you really want to focus on clear and good communication with this person or with your romantic interest, or yeah, definitely have good, clear communication and state your intentions clearly. Go with your heart and remember to... Oh, someone is yelling outside. But yeah, that's so funny, someone yelling outside and I'm talking about this. But yeah, I really think the remedy for this, if you encounter this in 3 months' time or in the coming months, definitely the remedy here is clear communication. For those who are single, I do see that this may even be related to friendships as well, for those who are like single. But if you're dating, it could be a interest of yours in a situation like that. But yeah, thank you so much, Pile 2, for joining me in this reading, and I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, see you next time. Hi, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Ace of Swords. Let's get into it. And I have these new archetype cards and I'm so excited to use them. So let's see what you got. We have the Destroyer. Is it Shiva? No. And the Thread. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you there is some crazy, okay, I don't want to say crazy or scare you, but there is some like very pivotal redirection happening in your life. I feel like some of you, it's either like your life right now is, it feels like chaos and you're going to like redirect into something way more healthier for you and way more clear, and you'll have direction and you'll understand your path a bit more. But for some of you, it could be like, you know, something might happen where it will stir things up, and it's kind of so that things can change for you. So it's very interesting. I'm gonna roll these dice to gain further insight on the energies. Pile 3 months from now. Yeah, there is some sort of like transition or change happening for sure, whether it is coming from a place of chaos into like order, or you're coming from order to chaos. But I feel like for most of you, you're coming from like absolute, you know, you don't even know what's happening, where things are going. You don't feel like you have momentum or you're going anywhere, but you're going to find your thing that makes you feel like you've got this and you have direction and you have purpose. You're going to feel really good once you overcome this. It is a redirection. Maybe your life right now is a little crazy, a little all over the place, or you need to, maybe you have some bad habits that you need to quit, something. But I feel for a lot of you, your life is going to become, in 3 months' time, a lot more smoother. I feel like it's not chaos for a lot of you, but it's like chaos in your mind. It could be. You have no idea where you're going or what have you. But yeah, I feel like your kind of way of life will transform for the better. We see victory, which is good. Yeah, I do definitely think this will be a lovely... I see the new path as being quite... it's almost like this time in your life, in the end, was forgiving for you. And you found new interest. Yeah, you'll find what works for you. And it will click. I feel like it starts with a little seed of like inspiration of, okay, I kind of like this, maybe I should try this, and you'll dip your toes into it and it will be like, oh, this is perfect, this is going really well, and it will continue to like go really well and you'll stick with it. Oh my gosh, Tower moment. Just talking about like the way of life you're living now, or your lack of clarity will, I don't want to say come crashing down, but for some of you, you might need a wake-up call. Some wake-up call will happen, but it will lead you to a good place and you'll be there in 3 months' time, if that makes sense. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Storm warning. Sorry, girl. It's fine. I'll get clarification. But we also have appreciation. We have gratitude. Sorry, appreciation, it doesn't say that. But I'm gonna get a clarification for this energy, because it's coming up a lot. So pile 3, what does pile 3 look like in 3 months? So I definitely see that you're going to be in a good place 3 months from now. But I really want to know like what this is. Girl, they keep telling me, they keep pulling out these cards. They're like, no, it'll be fine, I feel like you don't need to worry. Like, this isn't, okay. I was getting nervous because, like, who wouldn't? But honestly, I'm gonna ask what the change is about or what this dramatic moment is, but it's kind of telling you not to worry. With 9 of Cups and then 10 of Cups coming out, it's like, girl, don't worry. But what's this all about? Tower in the Storm for majority. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle this deck. We have the Ring. So this is what's changing. So what I'm getting is like, okay, for most of you, so I definitely see like, girl, don't worry about it. But for most of you, this energy here, this like Tower, Storm warning, this energy is more so about the complete like uprooting of how your life once was. It's not some chaotic event, don't worry. It is not something scary happening. It's about your routine, day-to-day life becoming uprooted, and you're gonna You know, it might look like, oh, you drink coffee every day and you go to work and you do this, and maybe in 3 months' time, your life is gonna look completely different, and it'll look like you're living your dream life. You might have a completely different routine. Maybe you're cooking now, maybe you're painting in the afternoon, maybe you're starting school, or etc, etc. Like, what I'm saying is your lifestyle, your routine is gonna be so different, but I'm seeing it as like you're aligning with like what it is you really, really want. So that's beautiful. Sorry to give you a little bit of a scare before, but yeah, thank you so much, pile 3, and I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I see you in my next reading. Bye. Okay, hi pile 4, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Ace of Cups, and I have these 2 oracle cards for you. So you have the Mask and the Underworld. Oh wow, that's so cool. Let me have a look. I feel like with the Mask card, it talks about certain aspects of yourself that have been suppressed up until this point. I feel like you're going to be like revealing some things about yourself. Okay, what I mean is, like, in, for example, or like the context of like, oh, you loved to ice skate when you were a kid and you loved it so much, but you like moved towns or something, and currently a new ice skating rink is like opening up. That's just an example. And then you like, oh my gosh, like this was a huge part of what I loved, I should get back into it. Something like that, like something that you've like haven't connected with about yourself or about your personality, you'll be able to reconnect with it. You'll be reconnected to it in the future. It could be like a hobby of yours. Like for some of you, maybe you liked story writing or something creative. I'm getting like creative, or sports, or like exercise, or not really exercise, like sports or anything creative. Like maybe you love painting and you're gonna get back into painting, something that has been suppressed. And I especially get it when I especially like am receiving this message in like a creative context. Like you're going to be like expressing yourself more. Maybe you're like dressing up more, and like, yeah, expressing yourself. I feel like you'll be a lot brighter in 3 months' time. You'll feel more open and free. I feel like a lot of you may be overcoming like not just that message of just like suppressing your desires or what you love. Your heart will be open, and I feel like you'll be so inclined towards being open and confident and not caring. Yeah, I feel like you'll be more confident, more creative, and more open to engaging in anything that has been like underneath this whole time. I feel like you'll be really free, because with this Underworld card, it talks about like your fears. I feel like you'll be freed from your fears as well. Like anything holding you back, especially like insecurity holding you back, you'll be free from it, and you'll be able to like break free and shine in a way. Like nothing's gonna hold you back anymore. Yeah, I see you moving forward. You're definitely moving forward. I feel this like carefree nature, like you don't even care anymore. Yeah, it doesn't even bother you. Doesn't seem to bother you. You're just going with it. I think you've overcome something quite incredible. You've become quite brave, and you're almost like unfazed by what like triggers fear in you now. You're moving forward, and it's like what once like held you back so hard, you're just like a completely different person. Yeah, you're a completely different person in 3 months' time. Yeah, you're definitely overcoming your fears. Anything that like brings distraught to you now, you're like moving past that. Like you've done some like healing with like some like, I don't know, like PTSD or like anything that, even just general anxieties. I feel like you're living your life like in a very fun way. You're trying new things. You don't even care anymore about like, yeah. Let's get into your last oracle cards. We have indecision and the world. I feel like it's something that you're either gonna like step out in the world and you're going to thrive, but you're going to be faced like, to get here, you have to choose that path of like choosing freedom over fear. You have to choose freedom over fear to get to this amazing state where it doesn't phase you anymore. You'll definitely have clear direction now, but it's not like limiting. Well, actually, I think the decision is to choose the path of like that opens you up to the world, so you can be free and not restricted. And that's amazing. I see you living your best life. Let's get another card. How for 3 months from now? Oh my gosh, I forgot to roll your dice. I'll roll your dice actually. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of, okay, the third house usually signifies like bravery. So I feel like you've kind of done something so brave that like you would like be scared of living like that now. But like 3 months time, you're like, no, I'm not really scared of that. You're just like opening up. You don't even like think twice about doing something or going out and going off to something. Yeah, it doesn't elicit the same emotion that it does now. Let's get another tarot card. How for 3 months from now? I think you're deciding to do this because you know it's like, it's what's right for you, rather than like holding yourself back all the time. You're going to make that difficult decision to just like, I feel like there's a lot of decisions to make. It's either one decision, it's like one path, but it could be like multiple decisions to like, you know, like it reminds me of like exposure therapy, like doing things that you're scared of over and over again and like making the choice to do that so that you can like become a more free person. But I don't know, that may not resonate, but I feel like your world will open up because of like, you're no longer going to be held back by your fears. I also feel like for some of you, like if you're doing anything on social media or an advocate for anything that could be seen, I feel like you'll be seen by the world a lot as well. Or any like, if you're creative as well, definitely. If you're into any sort of creative passion or project, that could be really, really good for you. Yeah, so that's all of pile 4 for today. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, hope you enjoyed.